Tonight, let this story be a soft lullaby to calm your soul. Sapphire and Lily's New Beginning. This story is about Kafala, a kind-hearted girl who helps the firefly named Lily find her family, discovering new beginnings and friendships along the way. Once upon a time, in a village surrounded by lush forests, there lived a young girl named Kafala. Her heart was as pure as the morning dew, and her spirit shimmered like the brightest star. She loved exploring the woods, where she found solace among the whispering trees and dancing shadows. One warm evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Kafala followed a curious sparkle leading deeper into the forest. Her gentle footsteps made barely a sound on the soft earth as she reached a clearing. There she met Lily, a firefly whose glow rivaled the brilliance of the cosmos. Lily was lost, separated from her family during last night's storm. Kafala knelt down and extended her hand, offering help free from hesitation. Together, they journeyed through the enchanting woods, where ancient trees tower overhead like guardians. On their quest to reunite Lily with her family, the pair encountered a kaleidoscope of wonders. They wandered through fields of lavender, their senses wrapped in the soothing scent. Below the expansive sky, they listened to symphonies of crickets and frogs that sang in perfect harmony. The Kafala and Lily shared stories, dreams and laughter, creating bonds as strong as the roots of the mighty oaks. With each step, they discovered the magic of the forest anew, reminding Kafala of the deep and new beginnings. After traveling for what seemed like an eternity, they reached a sparkling stream that snaked through the land like a ribbon of silver. Its crystalline waters bubbled over stones, smoothed by time, and there, Lily's family awaited on the other side. Joyful flashes of light danced in the air, welcoming Lily back with warmth and love. Kafala realized that this was not just a reunion, but also a celebration of new beginnings for both her and Lily. In that moment, Kafala's heart filled with gratitude and a sense of fulfillment, knowing she was part of something larger than herself. As the moon rose high above them, casting a serene glow, they said their goodbyes. But the bond remained strong, and they promised to meet again when the fireflies returned. With Thomas back home, Kafala walked beneath a canopy of stars, each twinkling light a reminder of friendship and the beauty of life's ever-changing tapestry. From reaching her cottage, she took one last look at the firefly-lit skies and smiled, knowing tomorrow would bring its own adventures. And with a heart full of hope, she drifted into peaceful sleep, dreaming of the wonders yet to unfold. Our next story is here to warm your heart. Acalypha and Rose, the unity of heart and spirit. This story is about a deep bond of unity between Acalypha and the friendly ghost Rose, symbolizing harmony beyond physical existence. In the tranquil village of Whimsical, human named Acalypha spent his days tending to the lush gardens that surrounded his quaint cottage. The air was always fragrant, with the scent of blooming flowers, and the sound of birds was a constant symphony that accompanied his work. Acalypha possessed a gentle soul. His heart ached into the whispers of nature, and it was this harmony that invited a friendly ghost named Rose into his life. Rose was an ethereal specter, with a shimmering silhouette that danced along moonlit evenings, illuminating the shadows with her gentle radiance. Together, they forged an unbreakable bond that transcended the realms of the living and the spectral. Rose was drawn to Acalypha's ability to nurture life. She felt that peace within the vibrant gardens he cultivated. Her presence lingered like a serene breeze that caressed the flowers, encouraging them to flourish under her supernatural touch. Though invisible to most, Rosetrud's presence was a comforting balm to Acalypha's heart, especially during nights when the stars glimmered like scattered diamonds above. On one such evening, as the world was bathed in silvery moonlight, a caliph spoke to the emptiness around him, knowing Rose would hear him. I believe our hearts are united despite our differences, he conveyed softly, feeling the assurance of her spectral companionship. Rose listened with an open heart, her phone glowing brighter in acknowledgement. She understood that unity was not merely about being present in the same place, but sharing intentions and dreams. Together, Rose whispered with a voice rustling like leaves, we nurture the roots of peace in this garden of life, instilling a hope that bonded them beyond any earthly ties. In the ensuing weeks, their unified efforts transformed the garden into a haven for all creatures. Birds chirped more melodiously, bees buzzed with relentless enthusiasm, and even butterflies stopped to rest, feeling the unity that charged the atmosphere. The villagers often marveled at the unrivaled beauty of Acalypse Garden, unaware of the silent guardian guiding its growth. Rose found joy in witnessing the harmony that extended beyond Acalypse and herself, touching every living being in their vicinity. Yet the true revelation lay in the moments of reflection they shared. Moments when Acalypse expressed gratitude for the unseen force that enriched his daily toil. In these moments, unity manifested as a fusion of heart and spirit, the delicate balance that Rose and Acalypse maintained together. Their story became one of inspiration, teaching the village about the power of connection, regardless of physical form. As the seasons changed, and the gardens flourished with every hue imaginable, Rose felt her own spirit evolve alongside them. She knew that her connection to Acalypse was ephemeral, much like the cycles of nature that they both cherish. Acalypse understood that with Rose by his side, even the harshest winters would yield blossoms. In the quiet whispers of wind upon leaves, their unity thrived, an emblematic bond that warmed their souls through every dusk and dawn. Now, let's move gently into the next journey. Anemone and Salvia, a lesson in empathy. This story is about a young girl named Anemone, who befriends a skunk named Salvia and learns the profound value of integrity. In the quaint village nestled between gentle hills and vast meadows, lives a young girl named Anemone. Her radiant golden hair mirrored the warm glow of the sun as she danced joyously through fields of daisies and buttercups. Anemone possessed a heart as untainted and pure as the morning dew, always eager to share kindness and warmth with those around her. One fine morning, while exploring the thicket at the edge of the village, Anemone stumbled upon a peculiar creature, a skunk named Salvia. Salvia, unlike other skunks, had fur that shimmered a silvery tint, giving her an aura of mystique and gentleness. Anemone, undeterred by the reputation skunks had for releasing an unpleasant odor, approached Salvia with curiosity and warmth. "Hello there, beautiful creature," greeted Anemone, with a voice as tender as the mild breeze. Salvia, pleasantly surprised by the unexpected friendly gesture, responded with a shy smile, her eyes glistening with gratitude. Over the course of their encounters, Anemone and Salvia developed a friendship that transcended superficial judgments and assumptions. Anemone learned that Salvia's fragrance was not something she could control, and it only emerged when she was threatened or afraid. And that within her heart, Anemone promised never to put Salvia in a position where she would feel the need to defend herself. Together, they spent delightful days wandering the vibrant fields, exchanging stories under the grand oak tree, whose branches stretched wide as if to embrace them. On a rainy afternoon, as they sheltered beneath the oak, Salvia revealed her fears about not being accepted by other animals because of her potential to emit an unpleasant smell. Anemone gently assured her friend, "You are more than what others perceive. Our friends will always see the beauty within." Salvia felt for the first time a sense of belonging and acceptance. As clouds cleared and sunlight kissed the earth, Anemone realized she had learned a valuable lesson about improvisation and embracing differences. Anemone's heart overflowed with joyous warmth, knowing that her friendship with Salvia had enriched her life immensely. And so, in that quaint village, nestled between gentle hills and vast meadows, the profound bond between a young girl and an exceptional skunk taught everyone the beauty of looking beyond what meets the eye. Let's explore a new beautiful story. Lotus and Poppy's Adventure in the Enchanted Forest. This story is about Lotus and Poppy experiencing magical wonders and forming lasting friendships in an enchanted forest. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled next to a vibrant forest, there lived a curious young girl named Lotus. She had silky black hair and bright green eyes that sparkled with delight whenever she discovered something new. Lotus visited the forest daily, enchanted by its wonders that seemed to whisper secrets to her through the rustling leaves. One day, while wandering deeper into the forest than ever before, Lotus stumbled upon a graceful deer named Poppy. The deer had a coat as smooth as polished oak and eyes full of depth and wisdom. Although surprised, Lotus greeted Poppy with gentle words and an earnest smile. To Lotus's astonishment, Poppy replied with a voice as soft as the evening breeze, introducing herself and inviting Lotus to explore the forest with her. The enchanted forest was unlike any place Lotus had ever imagined. Towering trees danced with sunshine, weaving webs of golden light across the forest floor. Lotus and Poppy wandered through meadows filled with flowers that released melody-like fragrances and streams murmuring ancient tales. The corner of the forest offered a new marvel, from glowing mushrooms that lit hidden paths to playful shadows that teased and guided them like old friends. Lotus shared tales of her village life with Poppy, while Poppy spoke of the magic and mysteries nested in their woodland home. Lotus learned about the powerful moonflower that only bloomed when touched by moonlight and the talking trees that shared riddles for the wise. As they strolled, their bond grew stronger, nurtured by shared wonder and laughter. Evening fell, painting the sky in hues of purple and gold. Poppy led Lotus to a hidden glen under an ancient willow tree, its branches bending under the weight of stars. There, Lotus and Poppy lay together, gazing at the endless sky, their hearts filled with awe and dreams as boundless as the universe itself. Lotus thanked Poppy for the day filled with enchantment and newfound friendship. As sleepiness took over her senses, Lotus realized that the forest had become a place not just of magic and wonder, but of memories and bonds everlasting. With Poppy by her side, the forest would always be a sanctuary of imagination and joy. Rest well and let go of the day. Sweet dreams.